Bay Area women shorts. Bay Area women shorts. Bay Area shorts. Bay Area women shorts. Bay Area women shorts. Bay Area shorts.
Welcome. I'm Marcel Johnson, your host for this edition of Bay Area Women Shorts, which is brought to you by executive producer, writer, director Teresa Earle, and co-directed by cinematographer Kareem the Director Gedra. On today's episode, we're going to take you on a journey through the lens of a woman whose roots began back in Arkansas during the early days of segregation and in the midst of the Great Depression. And as you will soon find out, she has seen it all. And today, she's been gracious enough to bless us with her presence and share her experiences along that journey. Let's focus our attention over to mortgage broker Sandy Benique as she facilitates a conversation with today's featured guest, Lorretta Turnage.
Mrs. Turnage, I'd like to start by asking you, where did you grow up?
I grew up in a small town, Wynne, Arkansas.
What was it like growing up in Arkansas?
It was nice. I had a nice family. I had a brother and a sister, and it was just nice.
That's nice. I know at the time there was a lot of segregation there, but you had a different experience when you went to visit your aunt in Arkansas. Can you tell me what that experience was like?
Yes, each summer I would go and visit my aunt, and this particular summer I went to visit her. A lady came by, and my aunt said she was studying the Bible with her. And so the lady asked me, would you like to go to our meeting? I said, I think so. I would like to. And so the next day she picked me up and I went to the meeting. And when I went in there, I was just so surprised. I didn't see any segregation, and everything was segregated at that time. But there were people of different races, and I didn't understand what the minister was saying, but whatever he was saying, I liked. I liked what he was saying. But what I really liked and was surprised to see so many people of different races together. I had never seen that before.
Wow, well, that must have been some experience to see that during that time.
It sure was. It was a great experience.
So your parents eventually moved here to the Bay Area. Can I ask you, why did your parents move here?
Well, they came because they were migrating people in to work, I think, at Kaiser Shipyard. And a lot of people was coming in from different countries because the pay was good. And so my parents, that's why they came out.
Oh, I see. So it must have taken a lot of courage for your parents to move out here for work. So, and growing up and seeing that must have had an impact on you. Do you think you can describe to me what a strong person means to you?
A strong person means to be, let me think. A strong person is able to want to get up and keep moving. They don't just stay in the same place.
That's a good way to put it. So you lived in the Bay Area for a very long time, and I remember you mentioned that some of the cities had little nicknames. Can you share what one of them were?
Well, one of them was El Sobrante, and a lot of people migrated from Oklahoma to El Sobrante to work in the shipyard. And so that town became Okie Town. They used to call it Okie Town because so many people from Oklahoma came there.
Yeah, that's interesting. So eventually, after your parents finished work, they moved back to Arkansas. Did you end up staying here with your own family?
Yes, we stayed there because they didn't come out to stay. They just came temporarily to work. And about that time, after so long, my father died. So my mother decided to come back out here to California. So that's what she did. She came back. And eventually I came back. So that's how I got to California.
And did you stay here with your family and raise your children in the Bay Area?
Yes, I've been here ever since. I haven't gone back.
What was it like raising your children in the Bay Area?
It was different, but they had good schools and good playmates, and it was different, but it was good. It was good.
So I see you as such a strong woman, but I'm sure you had many challenges along the way. Can you share with me what one of the toughest experiences you have ever had?
Well, one of the challenges is when I lost my parents, and I lost 3 children. So that was a big challenge for me, and one of, I think, the biggest I've had in my life.
Wow. I'm so sorry for all of those losses. Losing a parent is very hard, but losing your children too, I mean, I can't imagine. Was the pain very different than losing a parent?
Well, when you lose a parent, it's different than when you lose a child. It's different, but they both hurt. They both hurt.
How were you able to cope with that? What kind of support did you have?
Well, I had quite a bit of support. My relatives, a few relatives I had left, they supported me. The congregation that I belonged to supported me. And so with all the support I got, I was able to cope and to get through that.
That's good. You're such a resilient woman. Can I ask you, what does resilience mean to you?
It means to be able to rebound back, to recover, and that's what I did. That's what I did.
That's great. With everything that you've experienced, you're such a positive and happy person. So what brought you happiness and joy in the past, and is it the same for you now?
Well, in the past, my growing up, having a good family, and the time that lady carried me to the meeting, and I was able to experience no segregation, that was a big experience, and it was happy for me at that time.
And I'm sure you take some time for yourself right now. Do you have any kind of hobbies?
Yes, I have quite a bit of hobbies. I did have some hobbies once. I like to go to the thrift store, get old antique furniture, and I used to like to refinish that furniture. But I don't have any room anymore, so I don't do that anymore. But I like to take long walks. I have my garden. It's very small, but I have my garden to tend to, and sometime at night, twilight, just before it gets dark, I think that's one of the most beautiful experiences I've had, just to see between twilight and dark. So I've had a lot of things to make me happy.
That's
yes.
nice. So I know that faith is very important to you. Can you tell me how that has affected your life on a daily basis?
Well, without faith, you don't have any hope. And I have a lot of faith, so I have a lot of hope. And my relationship with my Creator, that was, I think, one of the biggest and most happiest moments in my life when I got to know Him. So I have a lot of things to make me happy.
Yeah, that's great.
A lot of things.
Can you share with me a little bit how you were able to change your... Can you explain to me how being one of the Jehovah's Witnesses has changed your life? How did you get your start?
Well, I got it, like I said, the first time I knew anything about Jehovah's Witnesses was when I visited my aunt. But it took a long time, before I came into contact with them again. But one day a lady came to my door and asked me would I like to have a Bible study. And I told her, I said, I think I would. And this lady, her name was Dora Delgado, and she was one of the anointed. Most people don't know what that is, but she was one of those. And she was my teacher for a while, but then she became ill. She couldn't teach anymore, but she turned me over to Karen Pease's aunt, and so Ruby Snyder. So I studied with her, and within less than a year, I got baptized.
That's wonderful.
And since then, I've been able to study with quite a few people, and quite a few people have become baptized witnesses, pioneers. So I have a lot of spiritual children too, beside my 2 daughters.
That's so nice. It sounds like you're a very wonderful teacher, and I'm sure any student would be happy to have you as a teacher. I absolutely enjoyed listening to all of your experiences today. We have so much to learn from you, and I really wish we had more time today. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us, Mrs. Turnage, and giving us a glimpse into your life.
Well, we're going to have other times, and I have a lot more I can tell you and share with you.
That would be wonderful.
Bay Area women shorts. Bay Area women shorts. Bay Area shorts. Bay Area women shorts. Bay Area women shorts. Bay Area shorts.
You're feeling a little comfortable now, huh?